Yo, what is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry again for the uploads. We've had a few things come up. Let me just get you slightly up to date to what's happened. Right, so me and Nico have been talking and I wanted to buy a new car. I want to get rid of the daily and I want to replace it for something I'm going to enjoy, something that I can work on. To be honest, we like old cars, we like retro cars, so that's a little hint of what we've gone for. Now, let me stitch in the first hour of owning the car. Just watch this. Where are we, Nico?
Ipswich.
So, I don't know. Whoa, what was that the time? 10 past 2 in the morning, right? And it lasted all of 40 minutes. And to be honest, we wasn't even going for it, man. But yeah, we fucked it, basically. So, you guys have just seen what's happened within the first hour. We was annoyed. It was, what was the time? About 1:30?
1:30.
Nearly 2 o'clock or something?
No, it was about 11 o'clock.
When we first broke down, it's about 20 to 12. Then we made a little bit of a movement about 20 past 12, and then by the time we got picked up, it was about 3 AM in the morning or something stupid. And well, let me just show you what we've bought. Right, so are you guys ready to see what we've gone out and bought? Here we go. That's it. Honda Civic EJ9. This has the B16 A2 swap in it. Yeah, this didn't last too long. So let me show you a few things on the car. So, walking around arches, they need a little bit of work. Few dents, obviously it's a 20-year-old car. So there's going to be a few bits that aren't sort of up to scratch. As we can see, there's a few dents on arches and whatnot. Sort of easily done. If the wind noise is a little bit bad, I'm sorry. We haven't actually got like a mic muffler thing yet, so we need to get one of those. But let me carry on showing you around the car. You'll be able to see. I'll point to bits that are sort of shabby on it, and then yeah, you'll see the rest. So again, like I was saying, arches. Now on EJs, EGs, all this sort of Civics, basically these arches are pretty shot. As we can see, there's a rust hole down there, and arches are sort of a little bit rusted on there. Both sides, same sort of thing. One worse than the other, but nothing that isn't repairable, basically. Good things, it's come with new alloys. Couldn't tell you what they are, but they're alloys. As we can tell, completely gutted. So we will be putting a few little bits back in it, just like door cards and that, just tidying up the front, basically making it look a bit more sort of
Harness bar.
driver-like inside. Yeah, so we've got a harness bar. We've got one actual harness that's not really bolted in. 2 brand new bucket seats, which me and Nico didn't actually fit in. So the journey home was, well, an hour of the journey home was a bit mad. Oh, well, we can see came with some goodies at least. What are these, D2 coilovers, so they're pretty good. Adjustable dampening, all that sort of stuff. Let me try. So we've got fake K-tune short shift, but it works and feels damn good. Again, we've got 2 ECUs. Now, this one right here, that is what we think's the problem, right?
Yeah.
You want to tell them what it actually does on the ECU?
So apparently, well, it does. It's not apparent.
Yeah.
The car runs for 10,500. On the stock internals, I thought wasn't right. To be honest.
Too much.
Yeah, it's just too much.
But we wanted to try it out.
So yeah, I think that's what we've done.
So
it went to 10.5.
As you can see, we've got 8k. It revved around to like somewhere like there, and that's when we sort of started hearing a little bit of a ticking noise, and that's kind of where it all went somewhat tits up. So it had launch control, 10,500 revs. So if you put it in first gear, you rev it, sort of bounces on 4.5, and it was about 210 brake horsepower. So it has perks. It also has some downfalls. It doesn't work now, and that ECU is potentially, or essentially, should I say?
No, not really. Nothing wrong with the ECU. But that's
No, but it's just it's not compliant with what's on the car.
Yeah, what's on the car. So the plan is pull the block apart. My head's all sit up.
Sit in the car, brother. These seats are quite comfortable though, I'm not even gonna lie. But
Yeah,
I just don't fit in them.
This is how I was on my way back home, look.
Yeah, on the way home.
I was like this.
We didn't have this. And what happened? We broke down, yeah? What happened?
Police pulled up right behind us.
Armed police.
Armed police pulled up behind us. Luckily they were there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because we brought down in
But,
quite a dangerous spot, I would say.
yeah, and also, I mean, can you see that?
Yeah, cracked windscreen.
And that was on the, okay, forget it.
Yeah.
But yeah, indicators weren't really working.
Yeah.
Seats weren't bolted in. We had no seat belts.
They're gonna feel mad. Yeah, they're crazy.
The extent you go for a car, and at the end of the day, everything's happened. This happened. Now we need to pull the engine apart, figure out what's wrong. It can only get better from here, really and truly. The plan of it is we're going to see what the engine is. We're going to pull it apart, see what's wrong. If it's repairable to an extent, we're going to repair on a cheap as much as. Let's take it in the garage. Right. So, like we said, to pull the block apart, we're going to pull the sump off, or Janie will pull the sump off, have a look what's below. We think the shells on crank or rods maybe have sort of spun, and yeah, it's making a knocking noise basically. Again,
We think it's rod knock basically,
yeah. So we're hoping it's bottom end, we're hoping it's repairable.
no bent valves, hoping.
If the head's alright and the block's okay inside, then we'll just repair what needs to be repaired. If not, we're going to replace the block with essentially B18, B20, you know, might as well get a bit more power out of it and, like I say, go upwards. So yeah, anyway, let's crack on. Let's get going.
Not chicken, I'm joking.
You know what?
I'm not joking, chicken.
I was going to lay under there, but there's a bit of water under there. So, there, my friends, can I brighten it? Is our problem.
There you go, look up.
Piston one. Oh snap, we are bright as hell. So the shell's spun. There's slight scoring on the crank. So it's all going to need a bit of replacing. Can we focus on that?
Press the thing, man.
There we are. Slightly. Hold up.
You know what? Forget that.
Yep.
Tough. Yeah,
It's
no
not scoring.
Scored, all right.
Yeah, that needs replacing. So
That's your.
plan. That's the problem. Right there. That's
Those
the
were
problem.
literally melted together on the crank. So yeah, anyway.
So block needs to be removed, and then it's gonna have to be reground, the crank, new shells for that, should I say?
Rod.
Potentially a new rod.
Yeah, really.
You reckon piston? Or
Nah, piston's alright, it's just a rod, isn't it?
I guess so.
The rod and shells and the crank.
So yeah, so we're gonna get cracking and pull that apart, and hopefully get all them bits done, and then next weekend
Put it back together.
put it back together and hit VTEC.
Lick out drive shaft, bro.
But we're probably going to put, well, no, we're definitely going to put the standard ECU back on, so this does not go bang again. Yo!
Attempt. Try.
I already tried. That shit's not coming off.
Try it, man.
You might as well get a hacksaw out. Nah, that's not working. Yo, I think my lung I think my lung moved and growing up a rib.
Oh, mate.
What the hell, man?
You need to eat your breakfast, bro.
head's off. Now, looking in, let's brighten it up a little bit. Can we brighten it? Yep, it don't like that. Okay, so looking in here anyway, all seems to be pretty good. This was the problem. This one here. So this one had the sponge shells on it and the rod that was knocking. So in there looks, if you can see, pretty good. Even the pistons don't look too sad. So we're now going to inspect.
Head.
Yeah, we're going to inspect the head, check all the valves and that, make sure they're all good. Oh, it's really much better. It was like laggy. So yeah, we're going to check the head, inspect valves and that, make sure nothing's bent, and hopefully the head's all good. And all we've got to do is the work to the crank, a few little bits. Hopefully a good and easy fix and nothing too major.
So literally everything's unbolted now. All the wiring harness is all disconnected, all from the back and everything. All the water hoses disconnected, alternate is disconnected. Yeah, so now it's literally just to take the drive shafts out, or take the wheels off, take the drive shafts out and mounts off, and then the engine should be on the floor. Then we're gonna have to separate the block from the gearbox and then get it on an engine stand and then roll it over and start doing some work. So yeah, so do all that, then hopefully get the crank out, and then yeah, that's that really.
One drive shaft. There's the other one. Oh, it's in there, man. Can't believe it. We spent all this time getting this gearbox off. We didn't even press the record button. Well, the gearbox is off now. Drive shaft's out. The block is somewhat on its own. So now we've pretty much done what we had to do. It's now pretty much ready just to take to whoever we're going to take it to get it sorted. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, by next weekend we'll be doing the next part of this video where we be installing the B16 back into the EJ. I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you picked up on some things that you shouldn't do, but yeah, anyhow, peace. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe.
Adios.